Yeah, good morning, everyone. You know, he just couldn't stay away. He had to come back, and that's why he's here. Stan Munro is in our studio, and he brought his toothpicks. Congratulations, Stan.
I couldn't stay away from Norma.
Stan, this is a big day for you. You are one of 10
finalists.
10 finalists chosen in the Mutual of Omaha to be in a Mutual of Omaha commercial.
I'm a commercial.
I know. It's so awesome.
I was here.
Okay.
I was here for 5 years. Wait, not here for 5 years, but in TV for 5 years trying to get national. I had to quit and glue toothpicks together to get on national TV.
How about that?
I'm just saying.
But these aren't just any toothpicks. I mean, look at these things. Okay, now let's explain to folks what happened.
Well, they are just any toothpicks.
Well, they are, because I asked her, are these special toothpicks? You said no, they're regular toothpicks.
And Doug
said what? You just put them together, and Doug goes, are they made of wood?
Doug.
They're made of wood, Doug,
Men's Society, Doug.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so what happened? So Mutual of Omaha is going to put you in a commercial.
Yes.
And what is the question that you answer?
What is your aha moment? And for mine was, you know, I can do what I love and make a living at it. Again, really, because I did what I loved here, too.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just follow what you love doing. And it worked. I mean, I sold the first exhibit to a museum in Spain.
I remember that.
Many years ago. And I asked people to vote online, and a lot of people in Rochester came out, so I just wanted to thank them this morning, and also stop voting, because it's done. We won. I get people emailing, I voted for you again. You can't.
They just love you. Do you know, you look like a man who would, you know, wield an axe to chop a tree down, but instead you're playing with toothpicks.
Yes.
I think this whole lumberjack
like
thing.
that?
But you play with toothpicks, and you make
You
make them in these gorgeous. Look at this. Okay, so describe to us what some of these are that we've got with us. That's St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Terry's looking at the St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City.
Yep.
And right next to that, depending on which way the camera goes, is the United States Air Force Academy Cadet Chapel in Colorado Springs.
Look at that.
And everything's the same scale. 1 to 164. So this is what it would look like if these buildings were actually next to each other.
Okay.
The Pantheon in Rome.
Look at that.
And right behind that is the communications tower built for the Barcelona Olympics.
Wow.
And I just didn't even know there were... Did you know this building existed? This is a Spinnaker Tower.
No, I've never... Where is this? In England?
Portsmouth, UK.
And that must be huge, because it's
is
1 to 1 scale,
I know,
right?
1 to 164.
And then what's this one over here? Because this is really intricate.
Wat Arun, Temple of the Dawn in Bangkok, Thailand.
Okay, where do you get the ideas for these sculptures,
I get them off the internet. I have people that write into toothpickcity.com and they say, can you build this building? And if I like it and I've never made it before, I've built 100 buildings.
100 so far?
100.
How many years has it taken you?
When did I leave here?
There you go. Hey, real quick, when are the Mutual of Omaha commercials going to be on? When are you
I don't know yet.
Okay.
They're still talking about it, and I don't know if they're going to reshoot it or whatever.
Do you need to get an agent?
Are you going to be my agent? No.
Yeah, I do what I can for my old friends. I want to make sure you get taken care of, buddy. All right, coming up, more with Stan Munro. You're going to hang out with us all morning, right?
Well, yeah, let's not get crazy about it.
He's hanging out with us. More with Stan when we come back. And, of course, more news straight ahead. Yay!
Okay. Or inside, you can check out Stan Munro. He's still working out in Syracuse, not exercising, working out, working in Syracuse at the museum there. Norma's in the newsroom, though, because he's joined us today to fill us in on what's going on with Toothpick City 2 and that big contest that a lot of viewers helped him with.
Yes, and he did. He did. He's one of 10 people.
And I won. Thank you.
Yeah, who will be in this commercial for Mutual of Omaha.
So thanks to all of you who voted, but you can stop voting now.
Tell people what it is about, though. The Mutual of Omaha commercial, there was a van parked outside of the museum.
Right outside of the museum.
Where you work.
And I was just wearing this stained, cut-off T-shirt. I was looking quite nasty, and I just went in and did a little interview, and it ended up being
They asked you, what is your aha moment?
Aha moment, which was basically, do what you love, and the money will follow.
Yeah, and
I made a living doing what I love to do.
And that currently is toothpicks.
Right. Oh, wait, no, I also like working at Channel 13.
Yeah, okay. Very good answer.
You know what I hated? I hated every time when somebody would come on and plug their personal agenda. Oh, but if Mr. Phil Lentini, could you call me back from the Rochester Museum and Science Center? I need a call. I know your secretary very well. Hi, Sandy.
Stop it.
What?
Okay.
All right, all right.
No, but seriously, folks, I mean, there's a reason that you were chosen. Not only is your, your story incredible, but look what you've created. In the years since you left Channel 13, you've been very busy. finding all these toothpicks and putting them together.
And basically, I do everything off the computer. I mean, I get satellite photos. A lot of them, you can get detailed schematics for each building.
Right.
There's whole websites that's all they do.
So you don't have to actually go visit the places that you're going to be
Right, because I don't have time because I'm gluing toothpicks.
Exactly.
I don't have time to go to these places. We're looking at the Colorado Springs United States Air Force Academy Cadet Chapel there.
That's gorgeous.
The people at the Air Force were nice enough to give me dimensions for it. And
speaking of which,
Yep.
do you ever get people say, the people or the organizations or the, like the Air Force, did they say, oh, we want to see what it looks like when it's done? Do they ask you to see photos?
Absolutely. And they're doing a little article in their
Isn't that
newsletter.
great?
It's wild. It is something. And I got I did something called the Bahrain World Trade Center, which is an incredible building with turbines that power 30% of the building's energy. The father of the architect called me up and said, I want a picture, send it to my son out in Dubai. And
that's incredible. Do you ever think maybe one day they could invite you to come see the places that you've done, or, these municipalities?
They do. Oh, yeah.
They do invite you.
Oh, yeah. There's actually a reporter from Dubai is coming with a camera crew
Get
to
out.
do a story.
Oh,
I didn't tell you that.
That is so amazing. Now, these are on display now, right? Right at the Syracuse. Where are these on display? Toothpick City 2.
At the Museum of Science. Doug! See,
what are you doing?
He's picking his teeth with my toothpicks. I knew that would.
I
knew
that. Is that a problem?
That's probably for.
What did you do that for?
Well, there's a toothpick. What are they for?
I know you get that apple skin cut between your teeth, but can you put it back, please?
Do I clean my teeth with your scripts? No. This is a Spinnaker Tower in England, and it's just, you learn so much from finding out these buildings all over the world.
Okay, let me ask you a question, though.
All right.
And then this is an architect question, or whatever you call it. How do you keep them, do you put, is there a scaffolding sort of underneath, and then you
will them to stay together.
No, really?
Really.
And what kind of glue are you using? This ain't Elmer's glue, is it?
It is Elmer's glue.
Just plain old
Plain
Elmer's
old Elmer's glue. This is the toothpicks that you can get out of the grocery store.
These aren't fancy pants toothpicks?
No. You go to toothpickcity.com. I have a page just for kids and teachers that want to learn little tricks on how to get started.
To make their own toothpick creations. This is amazing. I love this. Stan, when people ever say to you, oh, Stan, we loved you on TV, which is what we get all the time, all the time here.
Right.
Do you ever miss TV, or do you find just fulfillment doing what you're doing now?
Absolutely. No, I don't. Sometimes I miss it. I like sleeping in.
But you're such a performer. And you spend
But here's the
hours
thing.
alone doing
Look at
this.
this.
How do you...
But I get to do things that
You're gonna
entertain
be in a commercial
people.
and we're not.
So,
I just answered my own question.
I made national before you did. Honey.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Got to rub it in, don't you there? Uh-huh.
No, do what you love. That's all I have
Where do
to
you
say.
want to go with this toothpick business? Where do you want to go? Where do you hope this ends up? Or where do you want to end up?
Toothpick World?
You're already famous.
Forget the Toothpick City. Toothpick World.
Toothpick Planet. How about that?
That's good, but I
do
already
a whole
bought the
solar
website for
system.
Toothpick World, so
Oh, well.
if we could,
Yeah, I
plug
guess
that.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Doug. Just
Shameless
clean that
plug.
out a little bit. There you go.
Oh my gosh, Doug!
Wait.
What are
You're
you
not
doing?
supposed to get the...
You're not supposed to do that.
He told me to clean the toothpick.
Yeah. Do I miss TV? Do I miss working with Doug? Oh, yeah.
Okay, where can people find out more about you and all of your toothpick creations?
Toothpickcity.com.
Don't do that to my hair,
What's
Emblem.
going on here? What kind of show are you running?
I don't know. This is a crazy Friday show, and Doug with that little air can is just...
Doug just needs a hobby, that's all.
Maybe you could give him some
Toothpicking.
toothpicks.
Maybe.
You can glue
Requires a
golf
little
balls
bit of-
together. Where Toothpick City what?
Toothpickcity.com.
Okay. And you hope to get this in the Rochester Museum? Is that what I heard you
No,
shamelessly say
I
earlier?
did not. I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
I'm not really, but
I think you're going to go global.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, you said a museum in Spain actually bought one of your creations.
35 countries have already done stories on this.
Yeah, but who's buying them?
Museums
Right.
in other countries.
That's wonderful. That's good. No, it's what we want to hear.
And that's the St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City, of course.
Now, you've been to that, though, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So of all of your creations, how many of you would you say you've been to?
I've been to
A
6,
handful?
7.
6 or 7 of them?
Yeah. Maybe someday all.
I don't know. Are we getting a rap? I don't know. Are we getting a rap? I can't hear anyone say anything. Can you believe it? Stan has run out of things to say. I even ran out of things to say.
I don't even have any costumes or nothing to dress up as.
But all you do is you have toothpickcity.com.
Casual
Oh my gosh,
plug.
that's so bad.
Right, let's go.
Let's go. You're done.
Yeah,
Where are you headed now? You're going to go back home.
I got to get back home.
You got to get back home. All right. Okay, well, thank you, Stan. It's always a pleasure to play with Stan. So don't touch the makeup.
Oh.
All right. No, don't do that. Never touch my hair or makeup, okay?
Thank you, Stan.
Thanks, Holly.
We've got more as this newscast continues. Always love having you here. Newscast continues through 9 o'clock on CW16 at 7:40.
My friend Stan Munro's been here today.
Yeah, he was hanging out with us this morning because of his Toothpick City 2. He was in that big concert through Mutual of Omaha. You had to vote for him. Bottom line is, your vote helped him win, and now he's going to be featured in a big commercial.
Big commercial. So he wanted to say some thank yous and show you the Toothpick City 2 if you hadn't seen it. I'll show you. It was me and him in the newsroom, and it was mesmerizing. This is awesome. I don't know what it is, but it is part of Toothpick City 2, and our old friend Stan's still here. Thanks for hanging around, my friend.
Oh, no. Come on. There we go.
Brothers don't shake hands.
Remember the last time we were on camera together? I believe I was in a dress. You're not too worried now, are you?
No, not at all. You move very freely around this. I'm more nervous. Do you find people are nervous to even be around it? They don't want to.
They are, but it's just, toothpicks are pretty strong. I don't know how else to explain it.
Well, they clearly are. You've done some amazing things. Real briefly before, because I know you want to thank some people, and people have been very supportive.
I do. I mean, there's too many people to thank individually, but a lot of people voted for me to be in this commercial, and we won for the Mutual of Omaha Aha Moment commercial. So I just want to say thank you for everyone who voted and everybody who campaigned. Rochester's my home, man. Even though I'm out in Syracuse, I still miss it when I come back here.
Well, they still very much have you in their blood, Stan. I think from several medical experiments that Dr. Stranius did over the years.
I had to bring up Dr. Stranius,
well,
didn't you?
So for people just joining us and haven't seen Toothpick City 2, what are some of the things real quickly here?
Terry's looking at Wat Arun, which is Temple of the Dawn in Bangkok, Thailand. And behind that is the Spinnaker Tower in Portsmouth.
So this is the thing that amazed me. What is this?
The Spinnaker Tower.
I don't know what that is.
In Portsmouth, England. And these are all the same scale, 1 to 164. The total collection is now over 40 buildings for Toothpick City 2, temples and towers, and that's at the Museum of Science and Technology in Syracuse. People actually came from Rochester to see it, so thank you for coming out. It's just been an incredible time. Now I'm going to be in a commercial. Wow.
That's pretty cool. What's this thing here?
This is called the Montjuïc Tower. It is the communications tower built for the Barcelona Olympics. And it's just amazing to learn about these. I mean, and this one in the middle, the United States Air Force Academy Cadet Chapel. I couldn't find the dimensions for it, but I really wanted to build it because I just think it's incredible. Yeah. So I called up the Air Force.
And they gave you the dimensions?
Well, at first they were like, after 9/11, we really don't want to do that. But they said, listen, if you're legitimate, send me something in writing. And they went, and then I made it in about a week. And they emailed me back, and they were nuts for it. They did a little story in their newsletter, and it was great.
Well, I know the last couple questions people are going to have. Number one, what's going to be the permanent home for this? We don't know yet?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
The first exhibit went to a museum on an island I never heard of before.
Will you let us know so people know just in case?
Absolutely.
All right, so we want, and then Toothpick City 3 is coming when?
I don't know yet. I don't plan that far in advance. I don't know what I'm going to do right now.
That is for sure. All right, well.
We don't know exactly when the commercial is going to come out yet, but sometime next year.
Make sure you just keep us up to date because it's been fun watching this. This is obviously amazing stuff and always great to catch up with you, my friend.
You're amazing, buddy.
Stan Munro.